So it turns out, running around, yelling at people, stealing stuff, and acting like you're in a GTA video game actually lands you in jail for 24 years. Who knew? We're talking about Vitaly Zdorovetskiy, a YouTuber who went from making prank videos to now sitting in a hot, overcrowded Filipino prison. And trust me, his fall is just as wild as his content. Let's rewind to his early days. Back in the early 2010s, Vitaly got famous for doing over-the-top prank videos. One of his first viral hits, he dressed like a zombie and scared people in the street, just days after a real face-eating attack happened in Miami. The video got 30 million views and Vitaly took that as a sign, so he kept going. He faked being a hitman, pretended to plant bombs, and ran onto football fields and into NBA games. Every year came with a new dumb stunt and of course a new arrest, and he loved it. For him, attention was the goal. More views, more followers, more stunts. But that kind of chasing never ends well. In 2020, things got serious. Vitaly was reportedly high on mushrooms when he randomly attacked a woman jogging in Miami. He beat her up, got arrested, and this time, the internet wasn't laughing. Brands cut ties, fans left, and his prank videos started getting demonetized. So, he disappeared for a while, posted some emotional apology videos, talked about finding God, claimed he was sober now. You know the usual YouTuber damage control.
I was hanging around wrong people, the fame got to my head. I started abusing drugs and alcohol.
Then came his comeback. Vitaly rebranded himself as a guy who catches bad people on the internet. He'd stream himself exposing predators.
It's easier this way. It's easier this way.
Give me my shoe. Give me my fucking shoe.
Yo, shut the fuck up. You look just like a... What?
He's a pervert.
Stop. You're fucking aggressive. You're aggressive. Now you're folding. Be a fucking man and own up what you did. You said, I don't want to be on the show and how to catch a predator. Well, guess fucking what? You are. And it's fucking demon time. I'm not letting my fucking chat down. I don't give a fuck that you're disabled. You understand me, you fucking motherfucker? You're my time now. No one's going to save me except me. You understand me?
And honestly, at first people were into it. But pretty soon, people noticed the videos looked fake. Some said he was just setting people up. He even got sued, twice. It all started to fall apart again. So what did Vitaly do? He flew to the Philippines to keep the chaos going. That's where everything exploded. He started live streaming himself, bothering strangers, stealing stuff, and just acting like a clown. He asked women creepy questions, mocked people wearing masks, and even tried to steal a security guard's motorcycle, all on camera. He also ran into fast food restaurants, screamed at people, messed with workers, and tried to stir up fights just for content. In one stream, he even bragged about being on demon time, saying things were about to go 1,000 times crazier. Like that was a good thing. At one point, he literally asked a woman if he could rob her on camera while pretending to offer her money.
Excuse me, madam,
Sorry.
I'm gonna fucking rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No? Okay.
No.
Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal fuck. Go get your vaccine. I was trying to give you money, but all right.
And let's not forget the time he tried to steal a fan from a local shop and told viewers it was his only fan left, after admitting his career had fallen off. And just when you thought it couldn't get more chaotic, another streamer in the Philippines actually confronted him. This guy, Unlock Philippines, tried to reason with Vitaly, asking him why he didn't focus on doing good instead of all the disrespect. But Vitaly wasn't trying to hear any of it. He blew up, insulted the guy, threatened him, and turned the whole conversation into a mess.
Man, I don't want to have a conversation. I don't want to have a conversation with you, bro. Hey, what? What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell your viewers that you guys are better than this. You don't have to watch people fucking with others and putting them down. You need to lift people up for a living.
And what do I do? You haven't watched my
I have watched your streams and you're a piece of shit. And I came here to say that to everybody. You're a literal piece of shit.
Things only got worse when Vitaly claimed he was being targeted, trying to turn the blame onto others. But when you live stream yourself being loud, obnoxious, and disrespectful in another country, it's kind of hard to play the victim. His ego was on full display. He said people were just jealous or hating because he was famous. Meanwhile, the rest of the internet was watching him spiral in real time. And then the cops came. Vitaly got arrested again, but this time it was different. This wasn't a fine or a slap on the wrist. The Filipino government wasn't playing games. He got hit with multiple charges: public disturbance, unjust vexation, which basically means being a huge annoyance, theft, and even scandal-related charges. And prosecutors made it clear they had evidence, footage, and witnesses. They weren't backing down. After 2 months in detention, Vitaly looked rough. He lost weight, looked tired, and had no more of that tough guy energy. The big muscles and confident smile were gone. Photos showed a man completely defeated, no more smirking in mugshots. He looked scared, holding his head, and clearly regretting every decision that got him there. Then they moved him to a real prison, not just a holding center. It's crowded, hot, and filthy. One bathroom for 90 people. No gym, no privacy, just sweat, bad food, and a lot of regret. Even Russia, his home country, basically said, "We're not helping him." And the president of the Philippines made a video reacting to Vitaly's pranks, saying people like him can't just disrespect their country and walk away. To top it off, Vitaly even tried to write a handwritten apology to a Filipino government official, saying he was struggling mentally and needed help. But the response was not very satisfying for Vitaly. The government said they wouldn't let some YouTube fame or mental health excuse get in the way of justice. And honestly, that was the right call. Now he's facing up to 24 years in prison. And the craziest part? His trial hasn't even started yet. That might take another 3 years, so he's stuck. No streaming, no content, no fake apologies, just waiting. He's been moved to a high-security prison where conditions are worse. There are up to 8,000 prisoners in a place built for 1,500. There's barely space to sleep. New people get the worst spots, often next to the toilet. They eat just enough food to stay alive, and if you don't have money, you don't get soap, toothpaste, or even decent clothes. And yeah, he's not gonna blend in. He's a foreigner, he's loud, he used to be famous. All of that paints a target on his back. There are even stories of people who ended up in fights just for standing out. One man had to be pulled out of the main population for safety. And that might be where Vitaly ends up too. Isolated, broken down, and alone. Some reports even claim that he's trying to use religion now as a new image. A photo surfaced of Vitaly being baptized in the Philippines, and his legal team started using this to show he's changed. But most people aren't buying it. When someone mocks people for years, bullies strangers for views, and suddenly says, "I've seen the light," it comes across more like a PR move than a real change. He's been known for exaggerating, lying, and twisting stories. Whether it's fake pranks, made-up stings, or victim playing, Vitaly has always known how to spin a narrative. But now, there's no spinning his way out of this. And while he tries to say he's a changed man, the last video he posted on YouTube before getting arrested said otherwise. He looked straight into the camera and said he was on a mission, that his old ways weren't over, that he was ready to take things to the next level. So let's be honest, maybe this isn't just a lesson for Vitaly, maybe it's a lesson for every creator who thinks clout is more important than respect. And sometimes, the bill hits like a freight train. So yeah, Vitaly sees himself as some kind of legend, but in reality, he's the punchline now. The guy who thought he could do anything for views is now sleeping next to a toilet in a prison that wasn't built for people like him. And honestly, it might be the wildest plot twist in YouTube history. So what do you think? Is 24 years too much, or did he finally get what was coming? Let me know in the comments. Hit subscribe if you like seeing the internet actually hold people accountable.